Parliament-elect for Ablekuma North. Good morning to you, and congratulations, first of all.
Good morning. Thank you. Good morning to your cherished listeners. Thank you.
And a few days after you were declared winner, I wonder how you are feeling. Is the excitement still there, or now it's turning into reflection?
Oh, no, you know what? Strangely, the excitement is only now kicking in. I think it's been so stressful. Yes, but it's just kicking in.
So the excitement. So initially, how were you feeling when the declaration was made?
Mixed feelings, but ultimately gratitude. Mixed feelings because it's been a roller coaster, events here and there, issues here and there. And so, not sure when the end would be and all that. But eventually, I think God showed himself merciful and we are done. So that puts everything to rest. And then now we can make some progress. And so all in all, I think it's a good feeling. And the fact that the good people of Ablekuma North have representation, not just daily representation, but good representation, considering the fact that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is still in the business of resetting the country. And so, by extension, Ablekuma North is going to receive its fair share of the reset. And so I'm excited about that. But before we proceed, can I use your medium to say good morning to all the people of Ablekuma North constituency and thank them especially those in the 19 polling stations who spared their time again to come and vote for the NDC and Awurabena. I'm grateful to them. I'm also grateful to all those who traveled in far and near to come and give us support the party leadership. Did I hear Lawyer Eduji speak? I'm not sure if he's in studio or
he's actually not in studio. We're playing back some of the interviews he granted on the day in question.
He's been very instrumental considering our legal battles here and there. He's such a good comrade who supported us all the way through, and his team of lawyers. So I thank everybody. And thank you to the media too. Without you, wouldn't be heard. So thank you.
Now, having said that, because you talked about the legal battles and everything that has gone on, in fact, the whole Ablekuma North thing has been so dramatic. But for you, how have you felt throughout this process, throughout the last 7 months? How has it been like for you?
It hasn't been a good feeling. Accusations here and there, allegations here and there. When essential issues are sidelined because we were, after 7th December, we weren't in power. A lot of things happened at the coalition center, with the MPP sneaking in pink sheets in favor of their candidate and all. But, no matter how much we screamed and shouted and opposed and all that, nobody will give us a listening ear. Fast forward, EC declares around now, it gets annulled, and then the legal battles begin. So it's been a whole turmoil, but if anything has sustained me, then it's been a close-knit, immediate family with the support of a mother I found in Honorable Dr. Valerie Sawyer. I'm only a poor orphan, but she's held me like a biological mother, trained with me, supporting, advising, good counsel. From people who sympathize with the cause and those who knew how much effort I had put in the course of the campaign. After the 2020 election, we didn't have any rest in Ablekuma North. After our party had its reorganization, we started working psyching the people up that, this time try and vote for the NDC because, predominantly it's an NDP so-called stronghold. Wherever the over 30,000 votes vanished to this time, only they can tell us. But we know that it's taken a lot of vigilance and hard work to keep them at bay with regards to the rigging and the stealing and the thievery, and that is what took them by surprise. That is what took them by surprise. But the people wanted change. And so, look, I have to give it to the youth of Awurabena North constituency. They really stood with us. They stood with me. I couldn't have done or fought this battle alone. So I thank them. One grassroots, I appreciate you. I appreciate, and I pray that the confidence reposed in me and all that I wouldn't disappoint. Even considering the fact that 6 months already gone, we are going to work, we are going to humble ourselves, we are going to be teachable, we are going to unlearn and relearn, and then bring development to Awurabena North. Because we have an able MC who I believe would help us deliver.
And of course, it's been interesting watching him most of the times working on behalf. But you chose you chose to talk sparingly, like you rarely spoke over the 7 months period. Most of the times, is the organizer or the party elections directorate who did a lot of the speaking. Why was that? Was that a strategy?
Really, at that point, I was going through a lot. You are not sure what is happening. You are wondering why the EC has taken an entrenched position. During the recollation, their body language, the tone, the rules, everything just demonstrated that they are towing a certain line. That was painful. That was really, really painful. And I pray that it changes going forward. Their position was like, no, we are against you. It was so obvious. I'm not going to lie. It was so obvious.
The position of the EC.
Months, I didn't speak much because I felt I didn't want to portray that, I think feeling that, I've won, so it has to be me. No, I just wanted the process to take its course naturally, so that's why I didn't do too much of media engagement, and I didn't want any emotional sentiment. Trying to emotionally blackmail anybody. No, I didn't want to get into that feeling. So I'd rather let people do the talking, and then at the right time, I would add my voice. So.
And I'm wondering, throughout the process, did you support the party's view that at least 37 polling stations should have been rerun a long time ago?
In fact, it wasn't 37 polling stations that we were expecting to be rerun. Also, we were expecting 62 polling stations to be rerun because we did not have the documents to support what we were both claiming that we had in terms of vote cast. So with 62 polling stations, EC didn't have the documentation to support both of us. And so we argued that 52 polling stations should be run in fairness. Now, at some point during the recollation, one morning, our agents would turn up only to be told that, the MPP has submitted some 25 pink sheets. We never started those 25 carbonated pink sheets till today. We've never seen it. And so the 37 polling station argument came in when our party was told by the EC that, EC, I beg your pardon, MPP had presented some 25 pink sheets. So now it brought us down to 37. Then again, during the course of engagement between the party leadership and the EC, again, the EC says that, we had 18 presiding officers confirm some results of some 18 polling stations. I never saw 18 presiding officers. If I saw presiding officers, physically, it wouldn't be more than 5 or 6 presiding officers. But the EC claims that they've had 18 of their presiding officers confirmed. The reason why we agreed to go with the 19 polling stations, it kept dragging, and the party said, look, we've engaged these people back and forth. It can't continue forever. It looks like there's a certain position taken. And so if they claim the MPP has presented 25 pink seats, there's been some 18 polling stations, and then they can only rerun 19. We are cycling you up, go back to the ground and work. If the people voted for you, I'm sure they are still there. Go and speak to them, will come and help you, will come and support you. And then I'm sure that at the end of the day, you would admit. So we took it in good faith, although disappointed at the number of polling stations that were asked to be rerun. But we took it in good faith and then went back to work. And this is the outcome. So,
I see. We'll go back to how you secured this victory. But before that, you seem to have great concerns over the way the EC has handled this matter. Where has the EC failed for you?
I wouldn't say, I wouldn't want to speak too much to it, but all I can say is I think as an independent body, which is supposed to serve as a referee between two contesting parties or individuals or whatever, I didn't see fairness. I didn't see independence. All I saw or witnessed was imposition. You cannot speak. If you try to put an issue across or a reservation across, you are just told to keep quiet. Look, this is it. And everything they did every step of the way seems to favor the opponent NPP. And that is just my health with the EC. It was too obvious an entrenched position, which is not fair. With Dr. Bosman Assan, before he got appointed by the former president, there was a whole lot of agitation surrounding his appointment, knowing where he was coming from and his position as a former TechFund, whatever. So with the sort of attitude and all that, I was like, no, isn't this too obvious, Dr. Cerebral, growing up, I used to watch him on TV. I mean, today, by God's grace, we are elderly, not to his age, no, nowhere near. But I was amazed at how he was carrying himself, telling us, look, you bring anything, we'll accept anything. And there's another gentleman whose name doesn't come to mind regularly, but maybe some other time. He was just something else. I mean, during the recollection, if you watched some of the events unfold on TV, you see what the regional EC director, Madame Gladys Pinker, you see what she did, hiding pink sheets that she claims are original from the NPP. And why would you support them do all that? I mean, what's the interest really? What's the interest? So a lot has gone on, but in all things, we thank God for life. We thank God for health. We are here. It's over. We pray that subsequently going forward, God will give us the grace and carry us through. If we've also erred in any shape or form one way or the other, we ask that the people forgive us, who correct our wrongs. I think a few eventualities at a few polling stations. Generally, I thought it was quite peaceful until I settled down late in the evening and saw a few mishaps on social media here and there, which weren't too pleasant. So I would like to apologize, and then this is not to justify anything, but I didn't seem to also identify the faces. They aren't familiar faces that I can point out in Ablekuma. Yesterday, during some of my engagements at the constituent, I asked the guys, no, minibar. Why the attack on our something honorable, the former MP? And allegedly, he's had issues with people. I mean, so it looks like a revenge attack, sort of. I can't say, but this is some information I picked up yesterday. But that notwithstanding, I don't think it should have happened, especially to a fellow woman.
I can understand the whole nation had converged on Ablekuma North, so definitely you're not going to know everybody that was there. But I'm also wondering, because I want to go back to the matter of the EC, to conclude on that before I come to what next for you. You're suggesting that you saw an electoral commission that seemed hell-bent on declaring your opponent the winner.
Mm-hmm.
That was all you saw? That throughout their actions, that's what you saw?
Absolutely. I mean, but this was evident. I mean, the media was there. It was covered. I'll be surprised if people saw differently. But you know what? The good thing now is both parties, that's NPP and NDC, kind of see that we need some reforms, especially with this group of EC officials and their dealings and how elections have been carried out. And I'll leave it to those who know better to handle it. But if I need to have a say, I would, because nobody should be subjected to what I have been subjected to just because of the political party they belong to. No, the EC hasn't treated me, Awurabena, the NDC, Ablekuma, they haven't treated us fairly.
I'm wondering if you always knew, if you okay, did you think you won the election, or did you know you won the election?
How can I think? You can't think you won elections. You win election with figures, isn't it? And so when the coalition began at the district level, we were in the lead. But surprisingly, as soon as coalition began, the NPP candidate claimed she didn't have clean sheet. I've said this over and over. And at the same district coalition, the NPP sneaked in clean sheet. And I've said this over and over. Nobody is saying anything and nobody is doing anything. And I've mentioned names. I wouldn't want to repeat or go back to all that. We've moved on from there. But not happened. And I was expecting that all those issues would be addressed. But we get to the regional coalition center, and the East officials are telling us whatever results any side of the party will present, we will take it. How low can we get? And this is what we've been fighting all through. If you tell us you will take anything any side presents, I think that is dangerous.
I see. In fact, it was Neil Van der Poel who famously said this, but many of the people who have observed you campaigning over the period were surprised at the amount of work you were putting in, so much so that they prayed that you win. But most of them had reservations about whether or not you win because of the history of the constituency. Did that matter to you when you were going through the campaigning period, whether this was fertile ground for a victory for the NDC at all?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't a fertile ground for the victory of for the NDC. It's taking hard work. It's taking persistence. It's taking collective effort. It's taking going to the people, telling. I mean, I live in the constituency. I work in the constituency. The people who live there know me. We suffer the same poor roads and all those negatives. We all suffer it. My home gets flooded. My walls get broken down just like any other person in Bilkman. And so this is what I kept telling the people, that look, we live here for the past 30 years. This is what we are suffering yet. For some strange reason, every time we claim, okay, this is the breadbasket of a certain political party. And then when you go around, people tell you, our roads are bad. You are not doing anything. You haven't done anything. We vote for you. And I tell them, it's not us. It's not me. It's not the NDC. We've never represented in Parliament apart from 92. From 96 till now. I mean, no, not now. Till 2024. It's been the NPP. So you can't fault that. It took a lot of education too, because some of the people also didn't realize that on the same ticket, it's been different faces, but same character, same taking us for granted, same complacency, same feeling entitled, and what have you. You know, so same group of people, same party, different persons. Some of the constituents didn't know this. And so so it took a lot of education too. So all I pray for now is God gives us the strength, the wisdom, the humility, the knowledge, perseverance to help build that Bilkman we all want. And with His Excellency John Dramani in the reset of, I know that Bilkman would be better than I and we met it. We'll change our Bilkman. I'm hell bent on that. Yeah. We want to leave a good legacy. We want to set standards that those who come after us can say that, look, the standard has been set so high, we can't afford to bring it down or reduce it. That's what we want to do, by the grace of God and with the help of the good people.
You will be starting 6 months late anyway, but what will be your priorities?
What will be priority? When your priorities are a lot, then you need to put them in perspective. I will do a lot of consulting with the MC and see what we can do almost immediately, you know, to bring some relief to the constituents. And then we'll take each day at a time. But I'm so focused on, I think we'll do the dredging and all that more because we suffer a lot of floods. Ablikmanoff is a flood-prone zone or area. And there hasn't been any dredging or distilting, I think, for about 8 years, if I'm not exaggerating. And so if you take a place like Malam Market, if there is any heavy downpour, it's terrible. The women and the market women count so many losses, which is done. We can't always go there and sympathize with them. Oh, we need to find solutions. And so I don't think it would take too much or so much for us to do this whilst we prepare to do projects that will sustain us in the long and medium term.
And what about the roads? Because you kept talking about the roads.
As for the roads, it's non-negotiable. Almost every road or inner road in Ablikmanoff is poor. We have 14 electoral areas. We'll look at those that are really, really damaged and poor. Begin with that. At least once we begin from somewhere over the period, we can cover a lot. But the most important thing is the will to work is there. I am desperate to deliver. I wasn't desperate to win. No. I needed the people to help me annex the state so that together we work. So this has been my position. I just didn't want to go to Parliament because Janka, vote for me. No, that's not a campaign message. But I want to go there to also bring back to my people and help them, help all of us. If Ablekuma becomes a better place, I get to enjoy it. My children get to enjoy it. My great-grandchildren, grandchildren we all get to enjoy. Businesses are collapsing. Homeowners are losing money because nobody will rent their properties. As soon as they rent, everybody wants to leave. That's how bad it is. I can tell you that for about over 10 years, a certain street traffic light in Ablekuma North, I see the Awoshi area. I can't tell the number of lives that have been lost on that stretch due to this faulty traffic light. What will it take, my brother? So let's not take advantage of the people. I'm not claiming perfection. I don't think that during my tenure I would be without fault. But what I know is I want to deliver. I want to work. I want the people to have a feeling of representation, that we voted for someone who is humane. We voted for somebody who has empathy. We voted for somebody who is truly one of us. Although I don't come from a place, nobody comes from a place. That is just by the way. So I want the people to enjoy the constituency and appreciate the fact that now we have a leader who has our needs at heart. The youth during my campaign complained bitterly of unemployment. Unemployment generally is a challenge among our youth in Ghana. Ablekuma North has one of the highest unemployment among our youth. And so when you go around and you give them money as a policy, they will tell you, okay, it's not your money, we don't want your money. Some people were sharing money. Anytime it's time for elections, they want to share money, take it and go and vote for it. They will take it. It's a gift. You are giving it to them, they will take it. However, they want jobs. They want to be their own persons. They want to fend for their families. They want to fend for themselves. They just don't want to take 50 cities, wait 4 years for an election year, and then you come back in. No, they are wiser now. They need change, and so they voted for change, and that is the NDC. But look at what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is doing now. Very soon, the 24-hour economy policy would be rolled out. It's been launched. I have no doubt that I would help my people. And if there are recruitment and our people qualify and they go through the process, will help the constituents of Ablekuma North and not just NDC members. Because I don't think it took the NDC members to get Awurabena to Parliament. It took collectively people who are fed up and just want change. That's what it is.
Clearly, whilst you were quietly listening, you heard a lot because it seems you were responding to your opponent's suggestion that you should go to your hometown and contest that in your hometown. You're saying that even she doesn't come from Ablekuma North?
No, nobody comes from Ablekuma North. Ablekuma North is a cosmopolitan area. I've told you that less. So if I have to go to my hometown, I'm expecting that by this morning she's already packed bag and baggage and is in her hometown to try and contest the seat there the next time. Because in Ablekuma North we are done with her. She's been empty before. She couldn't campaign on what she had been able to do for the constituency, apart from seeking sympathy and all that. No. You don't do that to people. You don't take advantage of people. During my tenure, I did A, B, C, Z. So give me a chance. Let me continue. Let me build on from there. Not a single message came through from there in that regard. Rather, all thoughts that I wouldn't want to repeat because I don't think it's healthy.
Because she's the one who kept saying that you were engaged in twisting her arms to take away something that she had won that she won the seat, and there was an attempt from the NDC to twist her hands and take the seat away from her.
Do you see the aggression with that woman? You think somebody can twist her hands and take anything away from her? Do you see the aggression? Do you see the sort of entitlement it speaks with as if it's her bona fide property? Do you see it? I think if anything let her down, it will be pride and arrogance. I think that is what it is.
Pride and arrogance.
She just didn't perform. She spoke out of a place of feeling entitled. This is our seat, whether you like it or not. But you see, it's good that during 2024, the people of Ghana sent out a strong message to all of us politicians. If you don't perform, they'll vote against you. I think it should keep happening. It should be repetitive. If I don't perform, vote against me, bring another person. That is the only way we can hold politicians accountable. Don't just keep people by virtue of relationship or tribe or whatever. No. Measure as by performance. Hold us accountable so that we can deliver.
Well, my takeaway from the interview will be that you said you were not desperate to win. You were desperate to work.
Yes.
And I'm guessing that's the mindset you're taking into the office.
That has been my mindset before we picked up the mission to run for the election. I am as proud as the people of Awurabena North. Businesses are collapsing. People are losing their livelihoods. Things are not going well. We can't do everything overnight, like I said earlier, but we can always begin from somewhere. And I want the people to help me so that we build Awurabena North together, because we can.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you very much.
Well, and thank you very much for speaking to us this morning.
Thank you to your listeners. And let me use your medium to say thank you to each and everyone who supported the cause of Awurabena, the NDC in Awurabena North and Ghana as well. People travel far and near to come and support us. Sleepless days and nights it's been, but it's paid off. We pray for greater grace to complete our term and beyond. And I'm sure that the media will be monitoring us closely too. So our works will prove that it was worth winning.
Great. Have they told you when they are swearing you in?
It should be soon, hopefully.
Soon?
Yes, please.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you
very much, and have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Awurabena Aubynn, Member of Parliament elect for Awurabena North, speaking to us. It was wonderful having a conversation with her.